Hello everybody, welcome to Classic Reddit, where real people read real Reddit content. Today I am reading a question on askreddit. What character death was satisfying to you? This post is by Lightboy. A response by Rosin. I totally forgot about this, but I agree most wholeheartedly. It was the most disturbing, possibly best acting job Macaulay Culkin had done, and even better was it was done alongside Elijah Wood. The way all the Terminators died in the first two movies. The first two that died felt good because that terrifyingly intense villain you thought was undefeatable finally died. And when Arnie sacrifices himself in the lava and gives that thumbs up, that really hit me in the feels. In the first two Terminators, they really do sell the idea that these androids are unstoppable, the first one especially. Another good death is in the series is Dyson's death. The way they did the breathing, gasping, and him dropping the switch on the detonator. In the 15 minutes he was in the film, his character had such a huge impact. My wife, in an opinion nobody agrees with, would add Pops dying at the end of Genesis. Didn't he not die though? He got chucked into the liquid metal bath and came out better than I ever recall. I always tell people T2 gets me hella emotional and is the best father-son movie ever made, but people think I'm trolling. You know, a movie is top-notch when you end up crying over the death of an emotionless robot. I'm 40, and it still moved me when I last watched it. I still think T2, Terminator 2, is one of the best sci-fi movies ever made. Thank God they never made any sequels. Ha. I love how matter-of-fact it was. Zero hesitation. Just walks up, shoots him dead, and walks away. Great scene. It's what always bothered me watching the movie. Go yourself, literally. Go on a dick. Subtitles. It was just a king dog. Nope, not even close. My favorite detail about that scene is when he's saying it in Russian. The subtitles say, it was just a king, but the Russian he says, which actually means, go yourself. Reminds me of when the Arab in Indiana Jones is waving the sword all around and Jones just gives no fucks and shoots him. Huh. I was under the impression 2 to the chest, 1 to the brain was standard procedure when you want to make sure that you kill them. Thing is, it makes perfect sense. Yusuf wouldn't realize and is probably congenitally incapable of apologizing because he's the son of the local mob boss. He's the silver spoon kid who does what he wants because he knows nobody can touch him because of who his daddy is. Then he fucks with the one guy even daddy is scared of. And Wick doesn't give a damn. He just wants him dead. He's an assassin, not a Bond villain. He has a target. He kills the target. And anyone who willingly gets between him and his target. End of story. No waiting around. No exposition. No chance to escape once he's caught you. The epitome of just shoot him. The Warden from Shawshank Redemption, in response to what character death was satisfying to you. The last thing the Warden sees is that motto he had held over everyone else. His judgment cometh, and that right soon. This was the moment I knew Morgan Freeman was one of, if not the best narrators. Amazing it wasn't planned that way when the movie was made, but I'm glad it worked out. Salvation Lies Within. Best movie of all time. The music hope scene gives me chills, mad chills, every time. I scrolled all the way down to see if someone else would think this. Take my free award. A response to what character death was satisfying to you by FatmanSlim93. I gotta go with General Pong Krell. I knew people hated him, but I didn't realize how many people hated him. Also, go show some love to Argo303. He's the first one who commented on the hate for the traitorous prick. Thank you, Mistless, for posting one of the subreddits that pointed that out. A bunch of bullcrap about saying thanks for awards. In response to that, I gotta say though, the whole Umbra story arc is one of my favorites. It focused so well on the clones and deepened my love for them while simultaneously really driving home the lives that were at stake in the Clone Wars. That part where the clones are shooting each other because of Krell's lies gets me every time. So dark, but such a good plot point. Before season 7, I think it was by far my favorite arc, other than 5's. Even if you discount the story and the theme, it gives you some really good clone fighting content, just so amazing. And it finally answered the question of what if clones needed to kill a Jedi? I just watched the 5's arc last night for the first time. I just wanted to yell at my screen like, will you people listen to him? He's right! Such good storytelling, but again, heartbreaking to watch. I do love how quickly they made us hate his character. Also, that episode was the moment I realized that this show really wasn't for kids anymore. The most hated character in the series. Like, if the evil character does evil things, that is expected. They're evil. But a Jedi? Betraying not only other Jedi, but his own soldiers? That's just wrong. By far, my favorite arc of that show, though. While I agree his death was satisfying, I wholeheartedly wish that they would have explored his character more. Dooku and Krell were two powerful and well-respected Jedi, making their fall to the dark side Separatist Empire even more intriguing, in my opinion. I take Maul's expanded story as consolation. By Dick Nipples. Every character killed by Arnold Schwarzenegger in history. Let off some steam, Bennett. Consider it a divorce. He had to split. Remember when I said I was going to kill you last? I lied. Stick around. You are one ugly motherfucker. Don't forget when he kills the mutant with the big drill in Total Recall and says, screw you! Because he's got a drill. This reply by Coke White Souls. That movie made me cry at like age 10. That final scene with him seeing his family again, dang, man. I hated Joaquin Phoenix after seeing that movie as a kid. He left a huge impression on my younger self, and it took a while to get over that. I watched that movie when I was really young, and I hated Phoenix for a good couple of years, until you get older and realize what an incredible villain he played. Good game. The actor actually died to make the scene more authentic. Such commitment. He just named his first son River, so I guess that's kind of a resurrection. That's how he got his cleft palate. You get a cleft palate on your first resurrection. Then, a glass eye. Then, you become left-handed. Finally, a woman. And then, you're dead forever. What? That's fucked up. By Caffeinated Wanderess. The unsung hero of the method acting movement. You just don't hear about it because it wasn't trendy to be annoying like Jared Leto. Most people don't know that he actually became a Roman emperor in preparation for his role. Only barely, though. Crowd's vicious assault left him completely mentally impaired. For a while, he thought he was a clown in New York City 2,000 years later. I haven't seen that movie in ages, and it just clicked for me that the creepy emperor was Joaquin Phoenix. How do you pronounce that name, guys? Joaquin? Jaques? Jacquin? Jackin? Jackin? Joaquin? I don't know. I wanted that killed 15 minutes into the movie. I never hated a movie character so much. Phoenix got robbed by not winning the Best Supporting Actor that year. For me, it was less his death and more the subtle beatdown he received beforehand. Plus, when his own soldiers start to turn on him during the battle and refuse to help him. When Quintus tells all the guards to put their swords away. You asked for it, now you got it. Although also, Quintus for screwing over Maximus in the first place. If he doesn't do what he's told to, it's his family, they get crucified. He did what he had to do. Oh, thank God I'm not the only one. It was because of Gladiator that I can't watch any of his movies, and just looking at his face makes me want to punch it. I can watch this movie again and again and again. My favorite movie of all time, and I learned so much from it. It has such a perfect dialogue, perfect acting, perfect score, and a great story. Then Take It Now. Yes, that movie was so intense and painful to watch. However, I've watched the last 15 to 20 minutes when Commodus gets his countless times. I love at the end when everyone walks out of the arena and Commodus is laying there dead. It's satisfying. When Maximus goes to his family again at the very end, and when Juba says, "Not yet, not yet," makes me cry like a baby every time. I just rewatched that movie on Sunday. So satisfying. Also, one of the only movies where a main character's death feels justified to me. He made that character so vile. For years after Gladiator, I would instantly hate Joaquin Phoenix's character solely based on his portrayal of Commodus. He kills his own dad, massacres an innocent man's family, tries to kill his own sister, kills hundreds for entertainment, threatens to kill his nephew. He's a bit more than a creep. I love it, though, in my opinion, Commodus died a few times in the movie. The first was when Maximus revealed himself after he and the gladiators upset the recreation of Antioch. That elevator ride afterwards, with his bros at his side, fucking epic. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you want some kind of content read online with a real human voice, just comment below and I will check it out. If you want to find a Reddit post, or you can also link to a Wikipedia article. And if you want to learn more about the software used to create this kind of video, please let us know. You can reach out to us by going to the About section on our YouTube page and sending us a contact email. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. See you next time.